What's up guys, welcome back. The Cross Banlist Cup should resume tomorrow. We've had our match today, the Necros versus Het 1, and that should be uploaded tomorrow since today is my day off from work. So that's, okay, one of the reasons why I had more time to play out these matches. Here, ABCs with the new Qliphort Link monster. This, it's actually, I'm not really sure if the new Qliphort Link monster will replace the current Destrudo engine. Well, I don't mean the Destrudo engine, but I mean the follow-up Alpha Destrudo. You know, Ancient Fairy Dragon into Proxy Dragon into Decode Talker. Well, instead of going for Decode Talker, well, Proxy Dragon and the Decode Talker, you can just go for your new Qliphort Genius. Again, Qliphort Genius only needs 2 machine-type monsters, so very generic, and, you know, for ABCs quite easy to get, especially during their first turn, if you count in the gadgets, you know, gold gadget and silver gadget to give you the extra machine type on your side of the field. You can still play the Destrudo engine if you want. Well, I highly recommend running it. For the at least I think for the most important reason is because of the new Crystron Link monster again. I believe that from the past few days I was able to playtest with this card. I have a feeling that even though this card, the new Crystron Link monster, is not released yet, I believe it should be banned. And it's not yet released yet. There is so much potential in this new Crystron Link and yeah, shenanigans as well. But anyway, not really sure again if the Qliphort Link will replace the good old Proxy Dragon into Decode Talker shenanigans, but you'll see why there is still a lot of potential here in this engine. Both the level 1 tuner, the Torque Tune Gear, I believe its name is tech. As you will see in a couple of moments, it does open the option to go for a possible Crystal Wing if you have the space in your extra deck. Otherwise, you can just go for, you know, something like Omega with Ancient Fairy Dragon, or equip it to an ABC to make it a level 4 tuner. But it's a tech card, you don't really need to main deck it. Both the machine kaiju are in the main deck because of, you know, the Qliphort Link monster. You know, when you tag out your ABC Dragon Buster, special summon 3 monsters at the same time, especially 2 in the zones linked to your Qliphort Genius to get a search. Again, searching a level 5 or higher machine type monster from your deck and add it to your hand. So fantastic cards. Other options here in the main deck, Galaxy Soldier I didn't like too much. You know, in theory it's very good, searching it off of your Qliphort Link monster, but in practice, no, it's past its time. At least that's what I found out. Okay, so let's see a couple of example duels. Okay, first game. So again, a couple of examples indeed. A couple of examples I get to start, immediately have access to. Yeah, Dragon Surfer indeed to go with the Destrudo. This is like the basic Destrudo engine or slash combination. Although in this case I did have the possibility to discard any ABC monster, and on top of that have the extra gadget on my side of the field. And this leads to a board of, you know, you have your tuner to eventually go for your Crystron Link monster to special summon like a Ghost Ogre, which can potentially destroy itself or tribute itself on the field to negate any continuous or phase-up effect from the opponent. But just go for Ancient Fairy Dragon and make sure that you put your Ancient Fairy Dragon far most to the right, as you will see in a couple of moments why that is important. In this case, you just go, at least, yeah, as you saw it now, since you're going for the machine Qliphort Genius, since again, the Crystron Link monster is a machine type, and yeah, you know, the regular ABC monster is also, of course, a machine. So that's 2 machines to immediately put that one in the other extra monster zone, since again, you need to have those 2 zones, regular monster zones, where the markers of your Qliphort Genius is pointing at. You want to have, or at least you want to keep those clear, so no monsters in that, because, you know, you can just tag out your ABC Dragon Buster during your opponent's turn, and then just, yeah, special summon like the 2 monsters at those 2 zones to get an extra search. Same combos, but a small difference. I wasn't able to discard an ABC monster from my hand earlier because of my Dragon's Ravine. So again, Ancient Fairy Dragon and special summon the Qliphort Genius in the other zone, again making sure that both zones linked to Qliphort Genius are free, no monsters in them. This was a good move on his part. The reason why I banished his face down, in this case it was an Upside Goblin, is just in case if it's like a trap card, any true King or true Draco trap card, he could have possibly been able to send it to the grave and then, you know, target my ABC Dragon Buster. Okay, I could have used Dragon Buster to banish that tribute monster from him, but, you know, he first of all would have searched anything if it was like Maiden or Ignis Heat, and second, if I would have tagged out ABC Dragon Buster at the same time, my Qliphort Genius would have missed timing, because, you know, it's a when, can, at least a search effect would have missed timing. So that's why I took the chance and banished his set. It was a bluff, but again, good play on his part. In the end, I just attacked for a game. Anyway, next example, yeah, a little more standard, right? Okay, normal summon a gadget, very standard plays. At this point, I wasn't playing the Bujin Tsukuyomi in the extra deck, but it's again definitely an option for those first turn plays if you want. But I have the option to go for Dragon Buster, so why not? Go for Buster, set a warning, very excellent opening move, especially going first. I definitely like the Solemn still in the main deck. I'm forced to use warning, again checking the graveyard. He does have 3 different light monsters in his graveyard, so again, yeah, leaving, at least not negating the summon of Scorpio would have left him discarding something else, and now I'm seeing in the replay he did have Raiden, I believe, let me check, it's, yes, Wolf, Elise and Lumina, I believe, in his graveyard, so the Raiden would have been the 4th monster, but again, any other threat I would have just banished with ABC Dragon Buster. The Fairy Tail does keep him in the duel, but still he has 3 different Lightsworn monsters in his grave, so his JD is not live yet. But again, I'm making sure that my ABC Dragon Buster is equipped with, that's A, I believe? Should be A. Yeah, indeed. To make it unaffected by monster effects. Again, extra protection for a possible JD. Okay, I can banish 1 Judgment Dragon, but, you know, a possible 2nd can definitely be a problem if he does have it, right? But yeah, then again, they should have used, at least they could have used, like, JD multiple times. Anyway, the hand traps are just so good going into the new format. And, you know, Scorpio, the Predaplant engine, superb engine, but super weak to hand traps, mainly Ash Blossom, which everyone is main decking like 3 copies of in today's format. So again, pretty much stun him, right? And again, very cool opening move here with the Qliphort Genius, indeed, with ABC Dragon Buster. Again, a possible tag out here to get an extra surge to search out the machine. Yeah, the Kaiju machine just seems fine, right? So tag out the wolf is definitely not a threat, but I want to get a surge since he's definitely going to attack over the Qliphort Genius. So yeah, okay, get some damage, although in the long run it's not going to matter. Too much monsters, too many monsters on my side of the field. You know, get the extra summon here, giving more fuel to go for the possible Link summon into ABC Dragon Buster, into another Exceed summon if I want. I can go for Desturo as well to set up my grave. And yeah, that's ABC, guys, with the new Qliphort Link monster. And you know, if you see the option, if you have like a tuner on the field, you can just go for your Crystron Link monster first and go from there, right? Okay, last tool, indeed, the opponent has to start, and again the hand traps coming in clutch prevent my opponent from getting the tribute summon first turn. I believe that was a good play, and since again if I don't use Ghost Ogre, he will eventually like use in this case God of Demise, or maybe his dragons, at least his True Draco, yeah, his diagram, right, and that probably would have forced out a hand trap, and then he would have been able to search something with the True King or yeah, True Draco monsters on his side of the field. So, but anyway, the Masterpiece can be a problem, and although I'm somewhat of a fan of the new gateway, at least, yeah, it's not new, but giving your opponent that gateway of chaos can completely block them out of the duel if they are heavily relying on their field spell. But now it kinda prevents me from activating my own Union Hanger, so because of this, that's terrible again. Yeah, he's able to pop his own True, at least, yeah, the gateway of chaos, but he makes a good move since he knows that I have the Union Hanger in my hand. He's not going to do that, so no out, even what is it called, Utopia has not an out, yeah, Gear Gigant, nothing, since he would have just popped it. So yeah, this is the eventual list. Again, all suggestions, options, etc. Feel free to leave them down below. The extra deck might need some work, like the Bujin Tsukuyomi, the Dire Wolf maybe as well. Again, I'm not a fan of Galaxy Soldier. It sounds much better in theory than actually in practice. The level 1 tuner in the main deck is definitely not needed, but it's like a nice extra if you want. Something like Jet Synchron or maybe Bulb. Guys, Bulb with a new Crystron monster, like if you normal summon Bulb, Bulb on its own is like the Crystron Link. It's like a one-card Crystron Link. You like normal summon Bulb, go for Linkuribo if you have the option, then Reborn Bulb again, and well, that's it. You have your Crystron Link on the fields. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Okay, guys, thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.